see that. And here it is, Inferno, the deciding map between these two teams for the last match of the night.
And like I said, we're gonna have CLG on the T side, Na'Vi starting on CT. CLG. They have two sets of nades on Cutler and JDM, so something is gonna be up here. It's probably not gonna be a straight up rush. It's gonna be some kind of an execute from them. Meanwhile, from Na'Vi's point of view, he's pressing B bomb side right now. He's pushing this banana. Meanwhile, though, CLG is already perhaps committing to the stage. Instead, they're just actually walking around, just trying to feel out what the seeds are doing.
I like this actually. If you also go back, because Edward's supporting everybody, and look at the rotation. It's 4 players on each Na'Vi. It's very hard for CLG to push their way in, unless the shot is missed by Na'Vi, which is what appears to be happening so far. Although Edward does pick up a kill. We have a lot of teams flooding into the bomb site for CLG, and they're smoking away that big position so they can get the plant. And Finesse with a nice shot to the side. Reloading. He's in the fight with Steez, but Steez will win it. Finesse will go down, and all of a sudden it's on to Cutler and Tarek. Just Tarek in the bomb site. He's got 25 health against multiple players, and they will swarm him down, and they'll get the defuse. So Na'Vi, they had a really that information play from Edward, what really made a difference.
Yep, and CLG trying to do a wraparound right after the test round. But Zeus also managed to keep alive such a long time in that big pit. Not really getting a lot going on in terms of kills, but just managing to stay alive is going to be a distraction to the terrorists who opted to really commit to that bomb site, get that bomb down. But when you're getting attacked from 3 sides at the same time, it's always going to be hard.
Watch out, these boys have got a bit of an arsenal and they don't mind using it.
Also getting that pick and collar being a huge part of it. So Na'Vi, there we go. They're going to be the one picking up that pistol round. CLG does get the bomb down though, so it's going to be a bomb plant, and they're not going to be force buying on this. So they're looking to go into that 3rd round with a purchase.
Yeah, and the SMG is always fun to watch. And we have 3 different types. We've got the Imp, we've got the P90, the MP9 there from Na'Vi. We're going to be spamming a little bit of oomph through the smoke as Zeus waits patiently here for the push to come in. So good setup here from Na'Vi overall.
Yeah, very passive right now, just waiting for CLG to be the one to commit to an attack before any engagements happen. And that seems to be the situation. But Guardian does take Carrick though through a smoke here in Arch side. Meanwhile, the rest of CLG waiting in top and middle.
As he's so patient, no need to give up his position. Guardian still has his. He wants to kill. One runs out, goes for the goes for the repeat and gets saved by Zeus.
Wow.
Just running and gunning with that P90. That's what it's there for. And kind of surprised there were no frags there.
Yeah, it ended up being very clean for Na'Vi, and like I said, CLG is going to be going for that buy in that third round. It's going to be AKs across the board, it seems like. They have 3 smokes.
Let's go.
So not a lot of ways to work with, but still, he does enable them to do a lot of different things, and let's see how they opt to do this. It could be another default kind of a approach here. It seems like it is. They have 2 players in the middle. Meanwhile, the rest of them are playing really passively, just waiting for Na'Vi and what they're actually doing on the defense.
This is a pretty interesting round as well, because Na'Vi deciding to play economically and holding on to the triple SMGs that they have, which don't hold up so well against AKs usually.
Yeah, you would expect actually that if they hold on to these SMGs, they'll do something aggressive, pushing somewhere together and try to really take the early battles. And instead, they're actually playing very passively. With Edward being in big pit, Guardian just playing the arch side. He's the one that's taking a bit of risk. He's going to be taking that information and spots nobody in the middle. As it is right now, CLG is pushing towards that big bomb side where Flamey and Cecil are leading right now.
They've actually saved a lot of grenades here, and there goes Flamey. He doesn't get anything done, but Steez with the MP9 gets a couple kills, but there's not many bullets in that thing, and oh my goodness, JDM gets burned alive. So revenge there, and it looks like Guardian will come in to help Steez out. He is going to make some bad fights this round with 4 kills on the MP9. That's a lot of money.
And that was GLC not managing to really get any presence in middle, and Guardian also getting the information, playing a bit aggressive, a bit risky, but still that paying off because Na'Vi managed to have 2 players in that B bomb side, and obviously Cease being a huge part of getting those 2 kills, and the 3rd one with the Molotov as well, really just stopping the attack from CLG. And it's going to be Na'Vi on the driver's seat on this first half, as it is 3-0 for them.
pretty crazy as well because, you know, there's 4 kills. Steve was up to almost $10,000 into the 4th round before he brought up a few nades.
Very modest of him.
Yeah. Looks like Flamey's going to be left. That's kind of dangerous. I mean, he is going to get taken down. So not so it looks like CLG frankly don't give a damn.
So the last 3 remaining players from CLG do stay behind that zone, waiting for Navi to push, try to get some free kills, which doesn't happen though, as Navi is going to chill things out, and CLG does pull back from Banana, and it's going to be considered where they want to go right now. They're going to run into Edward pretty soon if they go into middle.
Zeus is going to find a nice little pick there from second mid in a very nasty angle, and thinning out the ranks is what from Navi onto CLG, and another frag goes the way of Z's. So just JDM left to try to get something done. A bit of economic damage will be nice. The lack of Kevlar is posing a very big issue there, and you can see Guardian's still holding on to him forever.
I mean, 4 rounds in, and CLG's only managed to get 4 kills so far. So, like you pointed out, it's going to mean that Navi manages to really build that economy. But at this point, though, Guardian decides to change to that AWP. So it's going to be interesting to see out first. He's going to go to B. He's going to be making a presence in Banana, and he's going to have C's to play with him as well. I think 3 players actually in this Banana. They just Guardian.
Grenade out. Throwing a grenade.
I think if he was or something to show the presence, maybe that, I mean, that's Navi will feel more comfortable playing aggressive Banana, as CLG will feel less comfortable in the future rounds, considering they may be expecting an AWP there. And Guardian's actually still in the Banana angles.
Incendiary out.
Lure CLG into coming into Banana without smoking it, but having that AWP there, trying to make sure that CLG does go to Banana, which they haven't so far. It'll be easy pick for Guardian.
Ooh, we get the boost over the smoke. Edwards there, but can he get a good angle? He isn't spotting just yet, as the T's are not too close to the quad position. This is such good information. Really nice counterplay, and that is one of the reasons why you want these team men on outside. It is one of the pros. Of course, the weakness is that Zeus is alone on quad sides. If that was a fast take on quad side, they could get the bomb down almost immediately.
Laying down smoke. Grenade out.
They've taken over middle. It's only 35 seconds on the clock, so it's the pressure is mounting right now for CLG. We have 2 guys set up here for Navi in that big pair. Edward and Zeus both here. Attack at this point.
Here it comes, and he's finding their market. It's all the space. He's covered by the CT piece position. We can't see the frags coming in. Zeus with that double will get some trades, but still there is a player disadvantage here for CLG. Stuck on the bomb site. Very awkward duel here. Everyone's getting some behind cover, and Zeus can't get the kill. And Tarek goes for that frag, so all of a sudden 2 versus 2. But there's no time. There's no time, and the bomb goes down. And the CT's win by time. Flamey trying to take down Tarek.
Yeah, it's very hard to attack through that right side. When you go up middle, go to the right, and try to take the bomb side from there on out, where you have 2 CTs holding from Big Pit, it makes it a very, very hard take of the bomb side. That's exactly why CLG didn't manage to take it. Zeus hitting those 2 kills and managing to stay alive to the last seconds, so that's going to be Navi picking up that 5th round in a row. But as we can see, CLG is going to be forced flying into this one as economy is going to work in their favor. Already starting the party on JDM.
Yeah, just pushing down mid is Edward. Guardian covering with that AWP. It is a pretty powerful way to start off the round, and definitely a very easy one as well from Navi, as they take a significant advantage. And CLG in a position where they've lost 2 players already. How do you even begin to approach the round?
Yeah, it's very tough at this point. Navi just showing that no respect play, pushing CLG in middle and getting those 2 first picks. So next kill is going to be huge. As we can see, Navi very smart about this. They're playing very passively now. Again, you have Zeus, he's going to be balcony, Edward's going to be pit, and you have Guardian here in library. So when you have this advantage, when you're up 5-on-3, you can really just go all the way back and just wait for the opponents to run into your lap, basically.
Throwing smoke.
All right, well,
Flashbang, throwing smoke.
CLG, so let's see if they can get it done. Zeus up on the balcony, smoked off, just for now, has a tiny gap to play with though, as Counter Logic Gaming slowly move forwards.
Still Molotov for Navi as well, so you're going to throw those balls down.
This is quite rough, isn't it? That Molotov is basically just a shutdown. It's like, well, no, see you later, guys.
Boys, we're going home.
That's exactly what's happening. They're just running for it.
Yeah.
And wow.
Yeah, I mean, getting those first 2 kills was exactly the last nail in the coffin already. They don't manage to do anything. CLG is going to save these weapons and not be being smart about it, playing really passively after getting the kills. And that's always going to make it a hard attack as well for CLG at this point. And the Molotov was the last thing that was needed. And there we have it. Navi's going to be sitting at 6-0.
Yeah, very good start, and I mean the economy is just so sick. It's basically the perfect start that you can ever hope to get on the CT side, because they've had incendiaries, just full incendiaries for ages now. I mean, there's that 4 kill situation with C's on the MP9 at B, which that does so much for your team. I can't really understate that. And another aggressive peek here, guarding those, warm in the hands of CLG, and they go for the aggressive play. Edward on bench again. That actually allows them to rotate another player towards B because of that forward information held by Na'Vi in middle. Guardian still large and in charge at the top of the middle. He's basically the boss of middle right now. The raid boss almost.
And Edward also pushed up to Sofa, and this time around CLG with a bit of a different approach. They're trying to force the occasion in Banana, but for Na'Vi because there's going to be in this B bomb side.
Yeah, basically the perfect play. It seems like they really need to realize that they've got to try to find a way to get Edward out of this position. And
I think it's a good adjustment though. Trying to take it down first. As Guardian gets that push on Cutler to make matters even worse.
Edward maybe with a premature peek there, and Finesse will swiftly take him down, and now Guardian is going to have to go towards apartments with the AWP. He's got some support though, Flamey towards Arch side, and now CLG go back to Banana. Interesting stuff.
They're probably expecting just to have one CT over there, but instead it's going to be both Zeus and Seized on that B bomb side. So,
I am throwing smoke.
Attack. Only 20 seconds left as well, so they're really committed to this attack to be.
Seized and Zeus on the defense here. Seized on second oranges. And 15 seconds apart. It's going to be huge, but we can get Trace coming in. Vanessa's just made his way to blue track. He's trusting in his teammates so that he can cut off the rotation. That's exactly what he's going to do, hiding in front of the smoke. And now it's down to Flamey. 1 versus 3. He has a kit. He's got an AK, full armor and full health, and here he goes. They may not know exactly where he's coming from just yet, so he might have the element of surprise playing into his favor, but only for a moment as he spots Finesse. He can't spot him for too long. He's going to go straight into the bomb site, and he's going to get a feeler at this point. Maybe going into the radar. Can he find the frag? He's wasted a lot of bullets at this point. He can't get the frag. Look at the dancing from Tarek. Just dancing along the fountain, and that's going to be that. Surely there's no way Flamey can pull this one off now. He's going to go around. He's going to pull him off the bomb, and it's going to be the round 1 by CLG. And Tarek, I never knew he had such dance moves.
Yeah, they was
Didn't even slip.
Yeah, didn't even slip, did he? But CLG is a nice push in the B in that situation, using their grenades effectively, molotoving the crucial parts of the bomb site. Actually managing to, I think it was Zeus that was in the back of the bomb site, but he got molotoved. Seemed to stay alive for quite a few seconds, actually, a lot longer than you'd expect. But CLG still managing to get the bomb site and finally getting that round on the board, making it 6-1.
Wow, Guardian is changing position. Goes aggressive with the AWP, and it looks like Na'Vi are off to a good start again. This time thanks to Guardian. And he can get back.
That's good, and this is the scary part of the Guardian. He can go any part of this map and just, be a huge part of it. He's going to be aggressive in Banana. He can push that A apps. He can just be pushing the middle. So it's going to be really hard guessing where it's going to be at.
And now CLG, they feel forced to do it. That's exactly what Na'Vi exactly have to do. This individual skill! JDM with a phenomenal shot straight through the smoke is going to find its way to their head of T's, and all of a sudden CLG might find themselves with a chance in this round as they barrel onto this A bomb site. Well, that said, they actually are taking this a little bit slower. And 50 seconds are left at the moment. It's 3 versus 3. They have to commit in, but they are going for the push now. JDM finds the kill onto Hayes. Guardian with a nice fast kill on JDM as well. But Finesse with the double on the return. And now it's the 1-on-1 here as we see Flamey coming in from the arch side on the rotation.
I think Finesse just saw him too.
There's a quick shot, and he's going to go for the plant now. Not going to take it again. And he'll peek out. And there it is. The tech isn't good, not straight away at least. He recovers. Back, he spots again. He's going to commit into it, and Flamey has the answer. And that's more than enough time for him to get the defuse done as well with a kit. And Flamey picks up the AWP as well. What a close round, and that meant so much.
And shots through the smoke being a huge part of it, but at the same time, when they got those 2 kills, CLG, they really just ran for that A site. They gave Edward way too much time to make kills happen and wait for give his teammate the time to rotate back into him. And then eventually FNS did manage to get those 2 kills on Edward and his teammate, but Flamey just managed to clutch the 1-on-1. So
let's go, my friend.
CLG could have had that opportunity there, but they just were hesitating a bit too much. And that's going to cost them to be on an eco as well.
Throwing flashbang.
Yeah, such a big deal. They get reset. This is that could have changed everything for them to win that round. Could have been so much for them, but instead they've got nothing. They're left with nothing but scraps. So here we go, looking for the push and maybe the bomb plant, but you don't really like their chances in this one. Especially not he missed the shot though, but we'll spot one player there in the apartments, as the rest of his teammates are just bearing down upon the CLG players, who are woefully equipped at this point. Flamey will take down Finesse. It feels like for the rest of these North American players to get removed from the map. And indeed, the cleanup is going to occur in Na'Vi. Take it 8-1. Where is hope going to return for CLG?
Yeah, it's going to be another hard round for them because they're going to have to make compromises in their buy. They're not going to have all the Molotovs they would like to, or the flashes or the smokes, depending what they choose to do. If they would buy, actually, it seems like they're opting to do another save. I think actually it might be at this point. Just buying 3 Tech 9s. They have smoke, 2 smokes and 3 grenades. They're trying to force a bomb plant.
Absolutely.
Smoke.
Zeus and Guardian well. Tries to make a quick frag that just peeks in from quad side. Unexpected from CLG, and again, they have a plan, but Guardian's going to change that plan for them. That's what he's there to do with team, and he's repositioned towards the arch side now. Oh, no. Oh, he missed that shot. That looked dead on, but apparently he was slightly off. Maybe we'll go in. Zeus, hold down this position in the corner. Also out the pistol, more players behind. Good stuff there for Zeus. And he's going to get, actually, Edward through the smoker gets the last frag there. Zeus surviving with 1 HP. And I do like this decision because CLG, maybe they're thinking, we're getting bullied by the AWP of Guardian too much. We can't play without an AWP.
Yeah, exactly. And they're going through that AWP, and that implies to me that they're going to go for some big plays. But the bad thing right now for CLG is that Na'Vi and Guardian especially
this isn't the killing house any flashbang. This is real life.
He's just causing havoc everywhere on the map. So JDM needs to be on point, that's for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, we see every time Na'Vi know that there's no AWP in play, Guardian is all over the place.
Look at
and
him.
he's even going for it again here, going for the apartments play, this off angle with the AWP, or if he goes back a little bit more, but he's going to face raw there and he's going to get baited out. He missed the shot, very nicely done by CLG to kind of bait that shot out and
great chance moves again.
And it seems like Hayes has been learning from Tarek as well in that regard.
Flashbang.
So CLG this line really use this round. Guardian will whip another shot, and that's going to confirm that he has not rotated his position, but in comes the entire lineup now. CLG upping the pace a little bit, but just backing away. Good counter flashes coming in from Na'Vi. So much pressure from CLG is forcing a lot of grenades out of Na'Vi, and they almost have no grenades left, and there's 45 seconds to play with. That's actually good from CLG. Very good indeed.
For Na'Vi right now, does have 40 seconds to the site. Guardian got that peak on JDM, but JDM does not connect on the shot.
This is actually a really good execute after wasting all the grenades, but they need to get the kills here. Edward looking in, he's obscured by the smoke. He's going to think about going over the top here as the bomb is being planted, but he's biding his time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike, backing into the apartments. This is a really smart move once again from Edward, playing it slow, waiting for his teammates to help him out. CLG takes some positions here. Finesse is going to spot Edward, but somehow he makes the kill happen. That's a huge frag. If Finesse had taken that position away from Na'Vi, it could really be a huge difference. Hayes is going to take down Edward, though. Edward's a little bit too premature. He gets the trade. JDM misses a crucial shot. 1 versus 2. Finds Flamey. He's got to find C's now. Just trying to bait him out. Keep the pressure up, and it's going to be enough. JDM hits that second shot, even though he missed the first. He's going to make it a win here for CLG, and they will go 9-2.
Yeah, it felt like to me like Edward had an opportunity previously already to make that impact, but he played it slightly too passively in that A apartments. He could have got the planner. I think he could have seen it over that smoke, but you know, obviously easier for us to say it from this perspective. JDM, again, just proving how important he is for this team.
Absolutely, that was a really close round. I love how CLG wasted all the nades and then went to the execute. That really tells you why they've been able to get this far in the tournament. Such a good team, and we'll see Na'Vi now with a situation where they are getting closer and closer to Eco, in fact.
They are. They could still manage a force fight in the next one. Edward says no at this point. He gets that first killer hazed.
It does not bode well indeed for CLG. Looking for the peak, he's going to miss the flick, and the last couple of rounds, Guardian's been missing a lot of those shots, and that has opened things up for CLG somewhat. Their lives still made difficult, though, by good performances from the rest of Na'Vi, not just Guardian in this Inferno match, and looks like Banana's going to be re-challenged potentially by CLG. Let's do it. The Guardian is there, lurking behind that smoke. It's a very terrifying prospect when Guardian is sitting there, and he is looking to find the shot still. He's being aggressive. He gets it onto Finesse, and that is going to be a huge result now. 40 seconds left, and they're down to 3 players.
Guardian dares to take that aggressive peek, and it pays off. It's going to make it a 5-on-3, and that's going to make CLG try to push this CT side. Gets those 2 kills, and Guardian finalized on JDM, and that's going to be Na'Vi at 10-2. Yeah, CLG's just getting picked apart right now on that one. I mean, after a good round, sort of seems like it always comes a bit of a worse round where they don't really have that real plan going on. Instead, they just die one by one and put themselves in this situation to sort of force something out. And I think the worst thing about it right now is that they're looking at a 2-10 scoreline, and they're going to be on a save. Very little back.
The thing that I really like here, as you see this very aggressive position from he's only missing some shots here. Down with the MP-47, he's going to get taken down though in the end. It looks like there were a couple of frags going CLG's way. Na'Vi will still pick up the round, but yeah, the key thing for me here is that Guardian, even though he's been missing more shots than usual, he's still making the decisions that he's supposed to make on the team. He's not getting discouraged by the fact that he's not hitting as he would like to hit. He's still taking those key aggressions.
Yeah, it's the striking similarity to someone like JW. Even when he doesn't hit he will still do the same decisions. He will still play as aggressively as he ever would. And I think that's something you have to do. You have to rely on the time that you do have that skill. You do things. More often than not, you will.
Absolutely. Seas is going to find a free frag onto JDM, and Cutler's going to pick up the author of the strong. That's a big loss here, and Na'Vi with a lot of pressure to the apartments. Look at Guardian go, look at the confidence, just peeking into haze and just saying, I'm going to hit that shot first. That's exactly what happens. However, Tarek now, with the AW instead of Cutler, is going to get a return kill. But how far is this really going to go for CLG?
Right now, it's Gears here. They're playing really aggressively in Banana. They're taking all that room away from CLG. Again, we're in a situation where they're a man down with Tarek is making things work. He gets a pick on Guardian.
Oh, and Cutler again with the just ADing constantly there, and that's going to force Cease to miss a lot of shots and create an opportunity, but he will, Tarek will not capitalize, unfortunately. Oh my god, Cutler just popping Edward there, but still, Cease gets the return. 12-2 is a massive scoreline here. Na'Vi looking like they are going from strength to strength.
They are, and I mean, this is when they have their confidence going on. They can just push everywhere they want to, really. And it's going to be very hard for a team, obviously, that doesn't even play that map this match so much. CLG, you can tell there's a bit of a lack of coordination from their side. I think they should have opted to go to Banana more often. They should have sort of tried to get that area of the map first, and then going from there on out. But instead, they were forcing them to push in the apartments a lot of the times, and that wasn't really working out as well for them.
Absolutely, it's Tech9's now trying to secure the third round, and that third round's so important. It's really maybe if you lose the pistol round, but are they going to be able to claim it with just mere Tech9s? They got 3 Molotovs, so you expect this BX to come in shortly now.
I am throwing a flashbang.
Here it is, just gearing up with all this
Throwing a
position.
grenade. Throwing flashbang.
Though Na'Vi does have 3 players towards the B bomb side, so it could be a massacre waiting to happen.
I'm afraid.
Throwing
To
smoke.
witness what I think we're about to see. I don't think I'm ready. This is
Throwing
not
smoke.
PG. Hide your kids in your eyes. This could get messy. Right now, this comes in, all the nades sailing into that bomb site. All these, is this execute going to be good enough? They carpet the bomb site in flames, but still, Steve Stroud and in charge. Dragging it out, player after player will fall. And there's only one left, Finesse. And he's not got a lot of health left. He's tapping away to get the finishing shot. But Finesse still somehow gets on to life, but he will finally be whiffed out. As Na'Vi take a 13-2 CT half. That is incredible.
Yeah, you can just see their confidence is mounting and getting bigger and bigger. They started playing really aggressively, and like you pointed out, Guardian was just going everywhere. He was just going ham in banana, in A-apps, in up middle, on the arch side, on quad. Like, doesn't matter where he is. He's just gonna be the guy making everything happen and making it super hard for CLG to know how to approach it. I think the biggest problem really for CLG was the fact that they never really had an approach where they would take banana first, try to force that, have a really coordinated banana take first, and make sure you'll have either you'll trade a kill, which is a positive thing, or you'll force Na'Vi to go all the way back to that B bomb site without any knowledge of what's going on, and then try to work middle and see how things pan out, sort of kind of thing. So they lack that approach totally on this one.
Is there a way back? And how do they go about teleporting to the other boosts and just breaking all the mouses of Na'Vi and keyboards? And is there a way? Okay,
yeah.
well, I know. The thing is, right, is that, you know, I'm trying to be the guy that's like asking these questions, but I know obviously what I would say in your position.
Right, well.
So I'm trying to throw you in there.
Yeah, you're definitely throwing me in there.
I'm trying to make you say something where throwing later is going to just wreck you on the desk. But no, you said they had a way back in. I can't believe it.
Put it this way, they have a very slim chance at this point.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, that's a good way. An analyst would say they can maybe like a 1% chance or something. Is that basically a very, very low percentage for them to actually pull this one back?
I think the running joke right now is never grow full Moses, never say 0%, never say 0%.
Did you believe Moses when he said that he didn't think CLG would win? Because I think in his heart, I think he's not being true to his heart there.
Right. I think inside right now, inside his heart, he's crying.
It's blackening. Everything he held there is being crushed and ripped asunder.
But it's not over
for him
till it's over.
That's true.
Let's look at the pistol round. It's going to be one of those round after round kind of approaches, but Na'Vi right now is looking super confident. I don't think there's anything stopping this from happening right now. I think Na'Vi is probably going to cruise this, but you never know. This round is going to be that first hurdle to get across. And as it seems, it's only going to be C's that has purchased any grenades for Na'Vi. And look at this aggressive approach from the
I'm not messing around. North Americans trying to hammer down Na'Vi before they can get a play going. But it is them to be hammered and crafted into shape, it would seem. It's just Finesse and Pat left after all the destruction. And Flamey comes in with the flank. He's going to take down Finesse. And now it's on Tarek.
That was hammer time, but too bad for CLG. It was not favoring them.
No.
It's going to be a 1-on-3, although obviously Guardian here is looking at 3 HP. But bad for Tarek right now. It's Flamey here looking at 100 HP. So, I think it's
Alright, well, on the bright side, maybe if they get the force buy victory, that's going to put them in a better economic position. They just have to go full envious.
They would definitely have to, yeah. They can afford one scout though, so I mean, if someone just goes super random mode with a scout, you'll never know. But it seems like they're going to be opting to go with everyone in Killboard and then upgrade those pistols and also 2 smoke grenades. I would have assumed they would opt to go with the more smokes just to try to waste time for Na'Vi, try to make sure, or try to force them to kind of a late round situation. And Na'Vi is taking the approach I would have liked to see from CLG. They're pressuring Banana here early on, making sure that they're going to be forcing CLG back from that position, and then trying to build the round from there on out.
Na'Vi are taking it patiently. They are giving a little bit of respect to CLG, although with this kind of a lead, they are going to be definitely feeling like they can take any kind of a risk, as they have such a buffer to do it with, and that wouldn't be wrong.
Yeah, you don't want to fool around. You can still turn. I'm pretty sure these guys know that.
Absolutely, and Tarek needs to hit this shot. Bullets, and Finesse gets 2 kills with the CZ, and this could be the start of something here in this round for CLG. Hayes might find hastily moving Edward. He's going to pick himself up an AK, and he's going to fall back and away. And now the bomb might be challenged here, but Finesse has got his back. Down potentially, but no! Tarek gets the shot to the header seized. He's going to take down the bomb. There's 30 seconds left for Flamey to clutch this against 3 players. Tarek is going to go straight back to the bomb site with his 1 HP and his P90 and hope and pray to God that his teammates can help bail him out of this one, because this engagement is not too favorable, but he just has to waste enough time to prevent this plant for Flamey. And there he is, looking for the peaks there. He will be spotted jumping across. There is no time. Flamey, what on earth is he going to do? He's going to break it right now, but there's nothing he can do. Perfectly played from CLG, and they'll hang on. They do actually win the force fight.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit of a misplay from Navi. They didn't use flashes going into that B bomb site. They just let FNS here. They had a bit of a stack going on with 2 players in that B bomb site, and FNS capitalized on it, gets those 2 kills, and stops that attack. And he's had an opportunity to get those 2 players that pushed down Banana. Only managed to get one of them, leaving Flamey alone in a 1-on-3, and that's going to be CLG getting that 3rd round and putting Navi in a situation where it seems like they're going to be force buying, though. They're going to be getting those pistols and armors and a couple of sets of nades. See what they do with those.
Yeah, we've seen this before in this series, though, so I don't want to get my expectations up. No, that's very true, actually. So that is that's something that's going for CLG, but the Tech 9 will be pretty good. That's working out quite well at the moment, and it looks like a very, very nice cleanup from CLG, not losing a single player. That is incredibly key.
Yeah, exactly. That was a great position from CLG that made it possible. They played passively enough in that situation where when you're force buying, you have the Tech 9s and whatnot, you're hoping for the CTs to play really up front and hoping to get lucky on that first entry kill and then just swarm the second guy on the side. Instead, they were playing passively enough to not get caught off guard. They were the ones that just mowed down on that attack from Navi. And Navi's going to be looking at the save on here.
Throwing flashbang.
So they're hoping to manage to take both down on this round. But on Inferno, it's going to be a very hard ask to try and get that.
And playing at that aggressive banana game, CLG. And against the Eco, I think there's a lot of teams that wouldn't take this approach. How do you feel about just taking this control of their forward nades?
Yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, a lot of teams, when they're in the situation that they B is exactly the site they want to do and execute to. That's why, like, for example, in the force spot situation as well, I feel like taking that banana, making sure the T's cannot do their B is key. It's going to make it a lot easier for you to defend.
And interestingly, there's 2 smokes here, nothing much else for Navi, so it looks like they want to just get the plant in the smoke potentially. But will CLG let them get there? There are no flashes to stop their vision, just the smokes, so they can definitely spray through those. And we do have the Famous here on Finesse. And the M4 and that is actually the first kill going Finesse's way, but there's some headshots coming the way of Navi with the PT-50s, but Tarek's going to get the cleanup and the delay here, and there's only a single frag and no bomb plant.
Wow, the last shot from Tarek to Edward was just nutty. A bit of a flick shot with the 5. Like I said, Navi didn't get a lot going on that B bomb side. That bomb plant never happened, but they're still going to be buying on this. A bit of lack of nades for them. It's going to be the story of this round. No Molotovs for them to work with, as we can look at this replay here. Whiffing a lot of shots here, but look at this.
Oh my god.
Connects on that one. Wow.
Love it.
Pretty well.
That's pretty baller. Tarek is a gangster.
And again, we have here CLG is pushing Banana. Seems like it's going to be a trend here. They're making sure that Navi doesn't have anything going on towards the Banana, but Navi doesn't care at this point. They're going to be taking over those A apps. They're going to try and do something cheeky here, just pushing up here.
And this is a great angle, though, for an AWP, though, with JDM onto the boiler. But that said, just as I mentioned it, he's going to fall back and away and rely on Hayes to actually hold the good position. But this is definitely a little bit exposed in of itself. If there is to be a smoke, you can see over the top. And that's just quite close there, but it's going to find itself a quick headshot into Weather. That's a nice kill right now because Navi, they don't have many nades. There's no flashes left on them. So if they move into the bomb site, they'll have to rely purely on smokes, good coordination, and of course, as always, hitting the shots. But there are 5 players left alive for CLG.
And the CT still have Molotovs too, so that's going to really slow down an attack from Navi. They have Molotovs on both sides. Now they have 2 players on the C. Instead, Navi is pushing that CT hard.
Throwing flashbang.
Splitting that B bomb side, I guess is the question. It's 30 seconds left here.
Deploying flashbang.
Very viable for them to try and do that.
Oh, Hayes is going for the information. He's aware that they left Arch open. Doesn't want to get caught off guard. Guardian's the one to get caught off the first frag, gets the second one as well onto Zeus, and now problems here for Navi. Maybe gets a response, but JDM with an excellently timed shot with the AWP is going to seal the deal in this round, at least for CLG. 4 members alive, C's could do well to do some extra economic damage, but I don't know if he's going to find. He's also going to be careful not to die after time. And he's going to find a kill onto Ace. That's a nice job there done by Seast.
Yeah, and that's going to put, I think Navi's going to potentially buy some pistols here, but probably going to be saving on this one. And as we see on this replay, Haste was the man of the hour of that round. Getting those kills on Guardian and Zeus were big. JD then getting that 4th kill as well in the round. And CLG, they're trying to mount a comeback here, definitely. And you can see a trend again. They're pushing that banana. It's going to be something they'll try and do for the most of this half, probably.
And once again, we see the banana take. And last time it did work out very well. They were able to get the information and fall back, forcing the team into very awkward positions. And it's pretty much the same deal here again. Tarek falls back safely, so that's well played by CLG.
And as well, from Navi's point of view, now they have the control of banana. Now they'll be able to do, if they want to, some kind of a B execute or make that B. It gives them a lot of options when they have control of the banana. So it's a positive start for them, definitely. And also, as you can tell here, CLG only 3 smoke grenades on the ground, so they'll only have 1 left. Incendiary out too, so they'll have those smokes left. Although, as we look at the time, it's 40 seconds left. There's still some Molotovs in the play. So let's see how Navi fares here.
This is really smart because Tarek's going to throw that nade in straight when that smoke dissipates. That's pretty much when they want to go in, but it's a little bit too early with that. So unfortunate for Tarek, but at the same time, his team is starting to pick up kills now. First one in goes Finesse as well, as the bomb is going to hit the ground now, and Tarek over the top of the coils is going to find one of the last remaining frags. He's found his way all the way around the back into the bomb site, because still he's going to find some damage onto Finesse, but not the frag, as the round will go to CLG once more. So they are building some economy slowly but surely here, just as Na'Vi did, but it's looking a little bit more laboured in their position.
Yeah, and Navi's going to go for another buy here. They do get a decent buy, so quite a few nades to work with here. That's going to be Flamey and Seast that has to make some compromises. Yeah, as we can see here, Flamey is going to be working with the Galil, but that makes it possible for him to buy his smoke grenade. That's going to help him making an execute. As we can see here again, relentlessly making sure that they have control over it.
Throwing flashbang.
Make it harder for Navi.
Laying down smoke.
And then goes JDM, and that's pretty early smoke to throw. Oh, we get the challenge up through the smoke. Should be the play they need. It is a 1-for-1. And that is not going to be nice for CLG. Tarek has been making it back safely so often, and that was so often it was very key for CLG to hold these bomb sites.
Throwing fire.
For Navi, and they're actually throwing bomb site. Just pushing in there.
Throwing smoke.
He's the first man in, he's got the bomb on his back as well. So this is very telegraphed at this point towards CLG, although I don't think they've seen the bomb. Finesse is... And he's going to wait for distraction there. And Finesse is going to defend. 2 players dead. Finesse, can he get anything more? He needs to be able to defend and hold his position. Looking for that shot, and he will go down. Critical damage done, though. It might just be enough, but JDM, he is alone in this position. Looking to go for the save, as Navi have taken the bomb site, and they do have quite a bit of time here. Flamey can wait for Edward to get into position from Banana, and that's what he's doing, as he is quite low. And JDM's going to creep around the back through construction. That bomb is down. That is amazing for JDM to see that spot there. Of course, his back is not covered, but will they cross this angle? That could be deadly. JDM, he hits the shot. That's so important. 12 seconds left to plant the bomb now, and JDM, he's created an opportunity now.
Throwing a grenade.
There's the nade in, and will that be good? The bomb goes down. Looks like Flamey still has a chance in this one as JDM creeps on the angle. 3 HP for Flamey. He couldn't be closer with that HE. JDM has to pull out the pistol now as he goes closer. Looking for the shot, and JDM finishes it off. What a play from JDM. He kept his nerve, and he's going to get the defuse and pull CLG back together again just for 1 more round at least. Oh my god, I can't believe JDM pulled that one off in the end. That guy has nerves of steel.
Yeah, a huge play from JDM, but also needs to be mentioned that FNS
so many clutches coming in, and to hold your nerve in such a situation when you're a little bit fresh to the stage and compared with the team that you're up against is definitely something to note. And this is an interesting situation, of course, because Guardian is not able to get as much done as he was on the CT side. Because on the CT side, he could get loads of work done. He was almost single-handedly basically putting Navi into the position of winning repeatedly. But now it's just C's who's basically putting the work in on the P side.
Flashbang.
Yep, let's look at this here. Navi has purchased on the sound of JDM as this angle, pushing the apps and gets naded down to 55. And he's forced to fall back actually at this point in time, and it seems like right now Navi is picking up into a straight up A play to happen in a moment's time.
I am throwing smoke. I am throwing a flashbang. Throwing smoke. Deploying flashbang.
There it is. All the nades coming in. The push is about to take Absolutely. He gets Hayes into an excellent position, but Hayes does not deliver. That's absolutely key right now for Na'Vi. Going to 3-on-3. The health is a concern, and Cutler gets caught off guard as Zeus creeps through the smoke. Tarek now comes in from the back, and JDM is able to finish off Zeus 2 versus 2 as that bomb makes its way through the apartments, and we have Tarek and JDM in good positions to try to deal with this. JDM, he's got 2 players that could be facing at once. Oh, he spots the arm there as the nade gets thrown into the pit, and they know where he is. But that bomb is stuck in the apartment.
Tarek is in B right now, because exactly for the fact that CLG has not spotted the bomb that is with right now in the power apartments. The Guardian goes down to JDM.
What a shot there from JDM, and he's going to get the kill right now if he wants to have a hope in hell of winning this round. He's going to take it away. JDM's out of the picture, and now Tarek with a long sprint towards that bomb site to try to think about this clutch situation.
Zeus has no idea where Tarek's going to be coming from unless he hears him right now on top of middle, but Tarek's being smart about it. He's walking around. He has a flash and a Molotov to work with as well. So it's getting tense.
It's all about looking the right way. 50-50, Tarek is going to go into the bomb site, so he jumps straight in, and C's will win the round there onto Tarek, and that is a huge round for Na'Vi, finally taking one home.
It looked so good. FNS getting those kills on Art's side, but then whoever was with him could not trade those kills. They both went down, and they managed to wrap around that site in the end. And like I said, all these rounds have been so close, so it is just being a matter of time until Na'Vi puts themselves in this situation. But fear not, CLG still has the money to put into this round. He's fully bought here, so he still has that off, but look at this. It's going to be a bit of a more conservative approach from CLG. Actually, they're just going to be smoking that car instead of all the way down to Banana. And Na'Vi is having that presence in Banana too.
CLG need to find a new gear right now. Haste had a nice setup there thanks to Finesse, as you mentioned, but not getting a single flag. That was such a massive moment.
Yep.
And I hope for his sake that he's going to just clear that moment of his mind, as he can think about that later, but not right now. It cannot affect his play. And we've got JDM, as you mentioned, with that AWP on the angle, and he might spot a barrel actually. We can see, of course, the Guardian's actually looking for the pick, but he's looking for it.
Yeah, I think he's seen the barrel around.
I am throwing smoke. Grenade out.
But there he is. He does get flashed out of position. Brilliant play there from Na'Vi.
Deploying
making certain
flashbang.
that they can take these positions for as little cost as possible.
Incendiary out. Throwing smoke.
Can he redeem himself?
Throwing fire.
Here, Guardian's going to go and take down Cutler. So Haste is absolutely going to be in a
Deploying
position where he's
flashbang.
going to do a lot of work.
Throwing flashbang.
Because there's 3 players on coming to his position. He's looking for the pop flash now against the Arch there. Inside the pop flash, this news creeps through Arch, and he is going to just go straight forward to the right. At this moment, Haste goes down for nothing, but Finesse, JDM get frags, and now it's all on Tarek in this round to save CLG in this moment as Na'Vi rest on match point for the series. That spot. Guardian covering from pit, and he hits the shot, of course. Guardian is going to get the frag that wins the map and the series. Na'Vi 16-8.